How can blogging help promote your business? Hi, I'm Clarice Lin, the ROI doctor who helps small businesses get on Google and YouTube page 1. Most businesses have these wrong assumptions about a blog. They see a blog as something that is nice to have, as an accessory for their business rather than an essential component or building blocks for their business. Most of the time, they park blogging as a marketing cost in their accounting books. They use the blog as the opportunity to showcase their achievements on national TV or on a national publication, or if they have won an award. Rarely do they see a blog as a very powerful marketing tool if they do it right. Let's go back to the purpose of a blog. So first and foremost, a blog is essentially a marketing tool for your business. The blog helps you to do the talking that you need to convince potential customers to buy from you or potential clients to work with you. With the blog, you reduce half these persuading efforts that you would have to invest to when potential clients get into contact with you. The blog is a way for you to provide solutions, to tell potential customers, to tell people that you are the expert in this and they should pay for your products and your services. Through the blog content that you put out on a regular basis, the words and phrases that you use needs to be aligned to your customer's language. So when they find your blog post, they look at it, they read it, and they're like, that was what I was thinking. That was the questions I have. And when in their head, they resonate with what they find on your blog post, that's when trust starts to be created. So they'll start to feel like they know you, they start to feel like they can trust you, trust your services because you know what you're talking about. And of course, having a blog means you are increasing your chances to be found on Google. Increasing your visibility, you will be found for different search terms by potential users on Google who are looking for answers. What are other benefits of the blog that you might not have thought about? Did you know that businesses who have blogs are perceived to be more of an expert? Because essentially a blog is like an online book. You know, when authors publish their books, people will look at them and say, wow, they were able to put all of this into a book. So similarly, when you could put all your knowledge into an online repository, publish through multiple articles, different topics, people will see your business or see you as the authority in this subject. That means that if they want maybe the best services or the most effective services in whichever industry, they know that you are the one that they should come to. And you might not know about this, but blogging over middle to long-term efforts is going to reduce your customer acquisition costs. So let's look at it this way. If you spend money on a marketing strategy, you invest in getting good content planned out in advance and promoting your articles. Over time, you are able to get consistent traffic that grow exponentially over time. If you want to know more about that, I have this video right here. I'm going to also put the link down in the comments below. That's how I help a client get from 0 Google traffic to 6,000 website visitors to the blog over 19 months. So you can check that out so you know what I'm talking about over here. This exponential growth on Google if you're doing your articles right. And the other thing about having a blog is that if you have, let's say you have only 1 to 2 customer acquisition channels, maybe you are relying on word of mouth or perhaps you are relying on social media platforms, that's not enough. You don't want to put all your eggs into only 1 to 2 baskets. You need to diversify your customer acquisition channels. And having a blog is another cost-efficient way to acquire potential customers. Also, if you have been following social media news, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp was down again for about 45 minutes last week. And what happened was that people couldn't exchange direct messages anymore. They couldn't use those channels, so they had to do nothing. So if you were running a business and those channels gone down, what do? You still have your blog. So a blog will be hosted on your own server, your own, having your own website, everything. So you can control it. You know when is it going to be up, or if it's down, you can inform people what happened to your blog if it's not there. So you want to have control over your own assets. You don't want to rely on other people's platform. And having a blog is a surefire way to make sure that your assets are right under your control. Also, of course, if you are using social media platforms to promote your business, I know most businesses do that and they think that, oh, it's a good way. But what they don't realize is that on social media platforms, most of the time, people are there to discover things. They're not there to look for answers straight away. They just want to see what's happening out there, what's trending, what's interesting, is there anything happening? Rather than if they discover your business through Google itself, it means that they are looking for a solution. They could be researching on a potential product that they're buying. Maybe they want to compare with some other products that they have searched during their customer research journey, or they could be shortlisting potential products to buy. If they find you through Google itself, it means that they are most likely to be nearer to a purchase. So you don't want to exclude that channel. You want to be actually found on search engine. And the best way to ensure that that happens is to publish blog posts on a regular basis with all those right keywords that will help you rank on Google page 1 so potential customers can find you using the number 1 search engine. And not forgetting that if you publish your blog posts as well, not just attracting new customers, if you have existing customers or if you want to get existing customers to buy from you again and again, having those resources will allow you to share with them to help them to justify that, oh yes, I was right to have bought from this person. This person really knows the stuff through just reading your blog posts. And also if you have really good content for them to share with their friends, and that could also be another opportunity to bring you more referrals. So all in all, it's a good asset to have. So how do you know if your business needs a blog, or if you're still not sure if your business really needs a blog? Is that if you're in a good place right now, meaning that you're getting good leads filling up your sales pipeline. However, you want to decrease your customer acquisition costs in the long run. So this would be the best time for you to start investing in a blog, to start publishing articles on a regular basis. Weekly, I'll recommend. And of course, quality of your blog is very critical, because if your blog post is of substandard, Google will not think that it's a blog post that's worth ranking on page 1. And page 1 is your ultimate goal for being found on Google. If you're on page 10, page 11, don't worry, nobody will ever find you. What you need to get there is check out one of my other videos as well, where I will go into the details of how to write an A+ blog post. So do check it out. I'll also share in the comments below, so you can check it out there after this video. And of course, having your own blog being found on Google, maybe not just on Google itself, you could also be found on Bing, Yahoo, or the other search engine that you might not have been found on before. You would not be dependent on the changes in the social media algorithm, and nothing would happen to your website even if your social media channels go down when the platforms are not working. If you're not aware of it, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp being down has happened quite regularly over the last 12 to 24 months. If you go onto Google and do a search on how many times have they gone down, you'll be surprised that it's starting to happen on a regular basis. So to make sure you are not relying on them, because if they are down and you're depending just on them, you don't have your own website, you don't have your own blog, what happens is then when people go online, then the internet's working, they go online but they can't find you. So you don't want that to happen. So make sure you have your own asset, have your own website, grow your blog so you can still be found on other channels like on Google and other search engines. So I hope that helps to answer your question. If your business needs a blog, it's the place to be. It's the asset you want to have. A very powerful, cost-efficient asset that will help you in the long run to grow your business and get customers without you having to spend long periods of time convincing or persuading them to buy from you. So what do you think? Are you convinced now that a blog is for you? Let me know if you need like a blog content strategy. I help businesses to get on Google and YouTube page 1. And if you have any questions about blogging, let me know in the comments below. I'll make sure to answer them in the next couple of videos as well. And if you are determined to make blogging a priority for your business, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel for more videos on how to get your business on Google and YouTube page 1. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!